Hello, Rochester Community Schools virtual campus families. My name is Brian Lindstrom, and I am the assistant principal for the virtual campus. I want to take you through a few attendance updates that we've had. We've received communications through social media and in various emails, and want to actually update everybody on the latest from Oakland County and from the state as far as our attendance policy goes and what attendance is going to look like for this year in the virtual campus. To start, for the 2021 school year, as I said, the state will be counting days, hours, attendance, and enrollment in a different form. It's actually changed from the way it has done traditionally in counting those numbers. To start, House Bill 5913 states that each district must submit a plan to the state. Within that plan, they must outline how two-way interactions are going to occur between a child and a teacher. The districts are then going to have to actually publish those interactions at their monthly board meetings and on their website. To begin with some of the clarification, what is a two-way communication? The state outlines a two-way communication as an interaction between a teacher where a student is present in a live, otherwise known as synchronous class session, or a student responds to a prompt from a teacher and the teacher responds back to that prompt. In the teacher's attendance, what's going to happen is when they actually have a class session that is open, they're going to see that all the students are marked absent. When the students show up to the meeting, they are then going to mark the student as present if they're in attendance at any portion of a Zoom or synchronous session. So once again, at any portion of the Zoom or synchronous session, if a student shows up, the teacher is going to mark them as present. What if a student can't attend a session? The student will be left as absent, or A, in the system. Per pupil accounting, there are no more justified or excused absences for the virtual campus. How is the absence removed? The absence is removed by completing a two-way communication with your teacher. When this is complete, the teacher will change the absence to communicated, or C. This must take place within 24 hours. So again, if a student cannot make a session, they need to go ahead and contact their teacher. If within 24 hours the communication cycle is completed, the absence in the attendance book will get changed over to a C, or communicated. What counts as communicated? A teacher has several options to complete the official communicated chain. Attendance questions can be posted in Moodle or Google Classroom for secondary students to go on and answer. Once they answer those questions, the teacher will then reply to them and change their absence over to a C. At the elementary level, teachers will email parents and families about the absence. When parents and families respond back to the email, that will also count as part of the communication chain. This option is also available to our secondary students and teachers. Who do I contact if my student is sick or needs to miss a Zoom session? Please contact the teacher. The teacher will not change the student from absent, but your contact will start the communication trail with the teacher. Are Zoom sessions mandatory? We encourage all students to do the best they can to connect with their teachers for the synchronous sessions. If a student cannot make it, they need to communicate with the teacher to start the process to be considered as attending class. Anytime a student has a C next to their name or communication, it means that they were considered attending a class. What if we planned on everything being asynchronous for our situation? Virtual campus attendance is not like the traditional seat time. Absences are not held against you. However, a family must communicate with the teacher if they miss the synchronous sessions and complete a two-way communication for Rochester Community Schools to receive state funding. So, to recap, if a student at any point logs onto a synchronous live class session, they will be marked as present. If a student does not connect with the teacher during the synchronous or live class session, they will be marked as absent. To remove the absence, a student or parent has to complete the two-way communication with the teacher within 24 hours of the live session. When this happens, the teacher will change the absence over to communicated. Absences are not held against a student, but must remain in place for our pupil accounting records. Absences will be held against the district, and ultimately funding could be lost because of them. As always, these are our district updates that we wanted to share with everybody to communicate the process out for attendance. We do not have attendance secretaries at the virtual campus, and most of this communication will be done with your teachers. The teachers are then going to report to administration and to pupil accounting the interactions that have taken place. As always, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact us, and thank you for being a part of the virtual campus family.